This headline is so outrageous. Ellen DeGeneres is, in fact, a cannibal.
What? I don't know. Do we stop this episode? She's a cannibal? Wow. God, it has been since Armie Hammer, since we've been talking about someone in the zeitgeist, someone of celebrity, someone of note, who likes to eat human flesh.
Human flesh. Human flesh.
Right.
So Ellen DeGeneres is obviously a massive celebrity, and she got big back in the 70s and 80s for her stand-up, and then she did that really memorable Time magazine front cover.
Yeah.
That said, "Yep, I'm gay."
Well, yeah, and she also had that sitcom
then.
called Ellen, which was really popping off. And then she made a choice. She became a lesbian by choice.
She became one, yeah.
And then the phone stopped ringing. Nobody wanted her.
Yeah.
And then, poof, she's on daytime TV. And she's like the biggest thing that's ever happened.
So, yeah, she got heaps of Emmys for that show. She ended up hosting heaps of awards and then did things like Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. She is Dory, which is kind of huge. Fast forward to 2020 and Ellen's fall from grace kind of starts. Well, actually, it didn't start then. That's when there was allegations of toxic workplace harassment, bullying kind of stuff. But there was like signs of Ellen's personality off the air that came through with the now very infamous video with Dakota Johnson.
Happy belated birthday. When was your birthday?
It was October 4th.
October 4th. You turned 30.
I did.
And how was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited. Last time I was on the show, last year, you gave me a bunch of about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
Well, who doesn't want to be invited to a party?
Well, I didn't even know you liked me.
Of course I like you. You knew I liked you.
But I did invite you and you didn't come, so.
This time you invited me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you know? I don't think so.
Ask everybody.
Oh, my God.
Ask Jonathan, your producer. Who
Okay.
said you were?
I
Yeah,
was
he's right
invited?
there.
Why didn't I go?
I don't know.
Was it? Oh yeah, I had that thing.
The producers worked so quick then.
Too far.
You're out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. No, I think I do remember I was invited. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's just so good. You can hear the awkward ooh
so
from the
good.
crowd. And
Yeah.
the producer's trying to dig her out of this hole because she clearly didn't want to go to fucking Dakota Johnson's birthday. I love Dakota Johnson. She's a part of my comfort watch, which I admitted in one of the most recent videos. I just think she's so funny and she seems so real considering she grew up with very famous parents. Called her out on this bullshit, which I don't think many people would do. I think it takes a Nepo baby to go, actually, I'm not playing this bullshit game. Like I've done, this bullshit game is like, you didn't want to go. Don't try and fucking pull your shit here because you were invited and you didn't want to fucking go, so admit it.
I think you're right because she's been around celebrities her whole entire life.
Yeah, she's not intimidated.
Celebrities to her, she's not intimidated. They're just regos.
Yeah.
Like celebrities in her world are regos like us. So she's like, I'm not taking your shit, Ellen.
God,
and it was so good. And it was so massive. It basically started the conversation. It was around this time that it started the conversation about like, what is Ellen actually like off the air? And so she'd built this great persona on telly where she's giving, cancer patients a bunch of money and which is all great stuff, by the way. She did a whole lot of great stuff. Yep. People in need, houses, cars, all of this, did great work. So you can't cancel that out. All of that stuff. She obviously has enough of a heart to do all of that stuff, but
no. Oh, you
no. You think it's the producers?
No, people do things because they know that. Okay, this is a famous term and it's one of the worst terms in the media, but tears equal ticks, right? And it's fucked.
Yeah.
It's so fucked,
Yeah.
and I've been against it I fucking hate it. Because I think if you want to do a nice thing, you can go and do a nice thing and you don't have to be like glorified for it. But in the media, if they can do a nice thing for a family and it makes someone who's a viewer or a listener, they get teary about it. It makes people go, oh, I love this show and it means they'll tick like a book that's like a ratings book or a survey book that says that they watch the show or listen to the show.
I should have known better.
No. We've worked with too many of these fucking people who are so calculated saying, oh, we'll do this nice thing. And actually, we're doing the nice thing for us. So look, and it's so hard because you go, that person or that family or whoever you helped, they did get something that helped them. But it wasn't out of the purity of someone's heart.
I'll let you have that one. You're right. It wasn't out of the purity of her heart.
Thank you for letting me have it.
Tears for ticks. Absolutely. So in 2020, she got a whole bunch of different allegations made about her of a toxic workplace culture behind the scenes of her talk show. She issued a public apology and said that internal changes would follow, but eventually the next year she announced that the show would end. And by 2022, the final season aired. And I do remember it being a really weird season. I feel like she had a lot of guest hosts. Do you remember, like, you know, on those talk shows when they want to, they're going to go away for the ratings period or whatever, some other celebrity will fill in. I feel like that happened a lot during this time, even when it wasn't survey breaks and stuff.
Could have been mental health stress or whatever. Because for whatever you think of Ellen, you know, that was it's very different. I saw someone compared to like us talking about Ellen and her fall from grace to being like Meghan Markle. And I was like, well, I feel like the difference is like they're both similar in a lot of ways. It's like there's just sources that come out and say things. But this was an actual, like there was a number of allegations for workplace bullying and problems. And it wasn't just about Ellen. It was about
it was
a whole
the
culture.
Whole team.
Yeah, it was a culture that was built and she's at the tippy top of it. So really the buck stops with her. But in the end of it, because there's like investigations and stuff, she came out and apologized.
Yeah. So she knew.
So that's her taking ownership of like, well, like she said a lot of the time she didn't know that certain things were happening. And I was like, I know when you run a huge business, you don't know everything. There's just no way that you could know how all staff are interacting all the time because you can't oversee everybody doing their job and you don't need to because it's micromanagement. No. But really the culture that she built was the problem. Did she build a culture that was actually lifting people up who were bad to other people? That's the problem.
So she stepped back. She's done one or two stand-ups for Netflix. I didn't watch them, but the last one that she released was panned, like critically panned. Oh. Yeah. People were just like, this is not, it just wasn't funny. Again, though, I didn't watch it, so.
And also critics are you know what I mean? Like it's all subjective. Comedies, you might like the style of comedy and great.
And she's obviously married to Portia de Rossi, who is from Arrested Development and Australia. So this all brings us to 2026. So she made headlines last year because she and Portia left the US when President Trump was elected. And of course, MAGA, the really like right-wing MAGA, they don't like, a lot of them are homophobic, so they're not like pro Ellen DeGeneres anyway.
What? That's so interesting.
What?
No, but they say things like, I don't hate gay people, I just want them to be gay behind closed doors. That's not homophobic.
Yeah.
That's equality.
And I'm not friends with any. And I've disowned my family.
Oh, no. People who are really homophobic go, I've got gay friends. I've got gay friends. I know gay people.
Yeah.
Like, well, I want to meet those gay people.
The guy in that manosphere, the guy, HS Tiki Toki, where he goes, I don't care if anyone's gay. I've got gay friends, but my son's not going to be gay.
Yeah. And I love that he said, my son's not going to be gay. Yeah, because his son's not going to be allowed to make that choice.
Yeah, they up and left California and went to the UK, and that would be really hard. I'm just thinking of like seasonal change. Like you've gone from like quite warm all year round to quite cold all year round. So that's my nightmare personally. I'm trying to escape the cold depths of Canberra.
You're trying to do the reverse of that.
I'm trying to do the reverse. I'm trying to get more north. And there's also been rumours in the last month that she's secretly returned to California, ditched the UK and returned to California.
I saw a couple of videos of them dancing. I don't know. She puts up social media videos with her and Portia, and they were dancing or whatever. And people said that she's in the States and she's secretly returned.
Well, she did buy a property reportedly in the States, just a cheap
Montecito.
$38 million property in California there.
yeah.
38 million Australian dollars. So it's probably just a holiday house.
Yeah, 38 mil, tiny. You know what I mean? Tiny.
Little.
It probably
It's
only
a
has
tiny
like
home,
10, 15 bedrooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gross. Who wants
So
that?
this is where we get to this this claim that has been made around Ellen DeGeneres' health deteriorating. So the website that posted this is called The
Not real.
People's Voice.
Okay, well, it's not real.
Have
I
you heard
I
of-
can't even believe that you're bringing this. You're just literally you're bringing just internet conspiracy and gossip, which I love.
Yeah.
I love. The internet is built off it. That and porn. But like,
Yeah.
what is it called? The real what?
The People's Voice.tv.
The People's Voice. All right. The word real's not in it.
Now so the reason that I found this story interesting is because it's going around on a Facebook image. You know, someone's popped a Canva image together and they've put their headline and the details in the image with two pictures of Ellen looking just a little bit raggedy. And they're fishing this story out on Facebook as if it's real. And so people from MAGA, for example, who are looking for more reason to hate Ellen DeGeneres, or just anyone who doesn't like Ellen DeGeneres, the photo's doing the rounds as if it's real news, but they're not. No one on Facebook is fact checking anything.
Oh, of course not.
My father-in-law and my mum are sitting on Facebook scrolling, and they're not fact checking.
No, they just read the headline and they go, "I
Yeah.
heard this. This is facts. It's definitely happening."
Yeah, and then at the next, family get together, they bring it up, and the millennial or the Gen Z in the room or the Gen X in the room has to say, "Oh, that's not real. Let's hash this out, and I'll talk you through why it's not real."
To be fair to your mum and your father-in-law, that's not just exclusive to the boomers. I feel like most people just read a caption or a headline and then they just go, and that's the whole story. And that's all I need to know.
Absolutely.
And they bring it up at dinner parties and they go, "Yeah, no, I heard that. No, I think that's factual."
Yeah.
It's like, no, you just heard
And
it.
I
It doesn't
I
mean
read
it's real.
it,
Yeah.
and I was like, what is this? This is crazy. And then I looked into it to figure it out, So that's why I'm better than you.
Great.
So the International Business Times
that
has
feels
done
real
a piece
too.
on this
Oh,
as well.
Yeah, the International Business Times.
That is real.
Yeah.
No, International Business Times is a legit one. That's why I was confused why they're posting about it. But what they did is they fact checked it for the people who have found it from the peoplesvoice.tv.
Right.
Now, here's another fun thing about this peoplesvoice.tv website that makes anyone who's just reading things on the internet and believing it, they're gonna read this. It's got 2 blue ticks, and it goes fact checked by the People's Voice community.
Oh,
so anyone
community.
who doesn't know this website is not real and is posting hoaxes and fake stuff on purpose, they'll see the 2 blue ticks and be like, it's been fact checked.
If you're the People's Truth or whatever the fuck it is, which
Voice,
is great.
come on.
Sorry, the People's Voice. Obviously none of this bullshit sinks in my brain. I can't even commit your bullshit conspiracy website to my brain because that's how much I don't care for it. But how do you make money off this? I see so many of these scam things on Facebook. That's all I see. I see, and I very rarely am on Facebook because I know I'm a 40-year-old man, but I'm just not there yet. I'm not there. I haven't done the full circle. It was on Facebook when it launched and then dropped it 5 years after, like most of us did. And then, I haven't come back around to being a parent on Facebook. You know what I mean? Well, I have to be a parent first. Well, I guess I'm a dog dad, and that is the same as a human child.
That is
But-
the same.
Yeah, I've told you many, many times. But the question for me is, how do these scam sites like The Real People, Truth, whatever it fucking is, still can't commit it to my brain? How do they make money? What do they get out of it? I don't understand.
I don't know because there actually isn't a lot of ads on this website that I'm seeing.
Maybe it's all AI populating it. So
it could be. I'm not seeing a bunch of ads. You know, if you go, have you been on BuzzFeed lately? Holy
no, not for
shit.
ages. Nah, BuzzFeed's fallen away.
Do you remember? Yeah, well, you remember when we were on radio and I said as a joke once, oh, God, before you know it, they're going to start selling the songs. And so, like, anytime,
Radio
like,
stations,
Justin Bieber played, you would hear, like,
Justin
you
Bieber,
know, Justin
thanks to
Bieber's
Harvey
new
Norman.
Song, thanks to Harvey Norman. Exactly right. So, like, I made that joke and there was, like, the one day that happened and I was like, oh, that should never have happened. That was... that shouldn't be a thing. So BuzzFeed's kind of done that, right? And so sometimes I go on BuzzFeed to look at these stories. They have ads on words. So the word, like you'll be reading, right? And it'll have like a highlighted word and you hover it and it's like promoted ad. And it's just one word. So BuzzFeed
crazy.
are selling words now. This site doesn't have that. I don't know how they're making money. It's probably from suckers like me and I'm clicking it and then I don't know. Let's read though, because this story is one that people who like believe in lizard people, who believe in all the conspiracies you can think of, like we've never been to the moon, la 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 la. They're going to believe this. They're going to read this and believe it. Ellen DeGeneres is reportedly going blind after being diagnosed with a rare fatal brain disease, Kuru.
Oh,
the
Kuru
same
to you
prion
too.
illness, Kuru to you too. The same prion illness historically linked to cannibalism in remote tribes. So
Wait, so she's going. Wait, so it gets deeper. So she's going blind. And then we go, okay, why is she going blind? A lot of people have macular degeneration.
Yeah.
They have...
by the way, I don't think the going blind thing's real either.
Oh, okay, right. So they've just gone, maybe there's something up with her eyes. Maybe she's wearing sunnies too much.
Yeah.
And we go, what can we do here? Okay, she's going blind. Why is she going blind? Boss, I've got it. She is just like of some tribes... she has eaten human flesh and now she has this Kuru, this disease that is making her go blind because she's eaten too much human flesh. Headline, Ellen the Cannibal. Excellent, guys. We did it again.
Yes.
The real truth, the people of the truth. We've done it again.
The real truth, the people of the truth.com. That's the full website. So I looked up Kuru. Kuru is real. So they have used an actual disease.
Yeah,
There's got to be some
to
facts
something.
within this story. Yeah. So Kuru is a rare and fatal incurable neurodegenerative prion disease. It occurred in the 50s and 60s amongst the 4 people in Papua New Guinea, and it was spread by ritualistic cannibalism.
Oh, so it's not because you're a cannibal. It's what? Is it?
Well, ritualistic cannibalism is like it must be like there is someone that you choose to be the death for the tribe and then the sacrifice.
So, but is it because they have the disease and then they eat the diseased meat? Because we're saying cannibal so casually. I'm sorry. It's just landed to me when I thought about what they were doing to be a cannibal and now I'm grossed out by it. Okay, so
it's found in contaminated human brain tissue.
Right.
So
okay.
I guess they've had to eat the already infected brain tissue of the person,
and then they get it
to get the disease.
Right.
And it causes coordination loss, tremors, slurred speech, and eventually death.
Wow.
So I don't know, like the blindness thing hasn't really come up in my search, but maybe that's because they made that up, or maybe it's one of the more rare side effects from Kuru.
Okay.
So, yes, the story goes on, but no one, like, if you want to believe something on the internet, if you want to believe a really crazy story about Ellen DeGeneres, you're not reading past that.
Oh, no,
are
you've
you?
done all
You're
you
like,
need to do. You've done the heavy
You've done all
lifting.
you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 1,000 more words you can get through, but you've read that and you go, that's
It's got the 2
excellent
ticks from
party
the fucking real
chat.
people
Yeah,
truth
exactly.
of the Holy
Yeah.
Truth Society, the community. They know that it's real.
But here's where if the people who want to believe this stuff read on, they're really going to get their answers, okay? They're going to find, they're going to go, oh, yeah, that does check out.
Right.
Following the Department of Justice's release of the Epstein files,
good.
DeGeneres has gone into hiding and is displaying increasingly erratic behaviour. The bombshell documents directly implicate her in some of Epstein's most horrific crimes, including the consumption of child flesh.
Oh, so we're eating kids now. Right. Okay. Okay. This is really. I have no doubt that Ellen has been mentioned in the Epstein files. It just feels like someone. Everyone who's half famous has been named in the Epstein files in some way.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean
Yeah.
just because you're named in the Epstein files that you are a friend of Jeffrey Epstein, or you know what I mean. Just because your name pops up, I think it has to pop up quite a lot. For you to
Thousands of thousands of times.
Yeah. So. I don't know if we can just make that distinction, but sure. Okay, great. We've read further and we know more about how this is absolutely true.
Apparently, DeGeneres, because the International Business Times, they sort of try to debunk the things that are in this fake website because they want to make sure there is something online
So
that
weird that you
tells
would
the
say it's
people who
fake.
believe. Who believe that the redacted documents released by the Department of Justice contain code words including jerky, cream cheese, baby and shrimp that investigators have linked to the consumption of child flesh sourced from children raised in Epstein's baby farms in the Caribbean and New Mexico.
Baby farms.
So this is what's coming out of this story, right? So then,
God.
this is I'm seeing this and I'm like, people are going to believe this.
People already
are
do.
Genuinely,
People clicked on this video for
there's-
us to confirm this.
Yeah, they're going, oh my God, do they know what we know? They know about Ellen?
But
Ellen,
also-
the very, very famous vegan of 30,
Oh,
40
fuck, I forgot
years.
that she was a vegan.
Famously doesn't eat any product that comes from an animal at all. Not even drink a milk or have a cheese.
That's a ruse.
She won't even eat an egg.
It's a ruse.
But she's going to go and eat the skin, the flesh of people on Epstein's Island. Now, we can all see that she's maybe had some toxic workplace stuff going on
Sure.
and she's maybe a bit of a bitch.
Maybe.
I don't think that means that and she's a lesbian.
Oh.
But I don't think that means that she's eating the flesh of people.
Are you sure? I don't know. People hate the gays and lesbians and trans and people who are bisexual. So we lump them all with the other bad people. So that makes sense to me. Checks out. People get sarcasm, right? I do worry sometimes that people don't understand
don't
when I'm
know.
being sarcastic.
I don't know. Some people don't get sarcasm.
That's fine. Whatever.
Good luck to them, I guess. We on Wilko Courts, a show known for being factually correct.
Thank you.
Constantly.
Thank
We
you
are
very much.
constantly
Correct.
on the ball. We know everything.
It's the whole point of it.
I wanted to debunk this theory for those of you who may have stumbled across this story on Facebook and thought that it was real. This website is fake. They are known for concocting fake and absurd stories. Just because the guy, who's on Twitter and is called TPV Sean, just because he has a blue tick of, approval by Twitter or X, I should say, just because he's got 347,000 followers on X doesn't mean he is real or posting real stories.
It feels like because you've come from the mainstream media that you drank that Kool-Aid all those years ago and you're just fucking, you're in it. I feel like I want to side with your mum. You're too far in it. You're too far in it. You just don't really get it. There's just so many, go and watch other YouTubers who tell us the actual facts. and then come back to us? Because you're saying that this isn't real. This must come from somewhere.
My mum sent me one recently that was outrageous. I can't remember what it was. And I watched it and I was like, Mum, that's a satirical website that posts fake things. And she really thought, and you know, maybe this is all for Jane, because she probably read this story and thought that Ellen was a cannibal. So they do, in the International Business Times, they also go on to check out the alleged ties to Epstein. As though the unfounded claims aren't enough, DeGeneres is also rumoured to have ties with Epstein. The website alleged that DeGeneres' name was mentioned multiple times with jerky, cream cheese, baby and shrimp. No such interpretation appears in the Epstein files. The claim originates from the same website responsible for the Kuru allegation and has no evidentiary basis.
So you
A
can
quick
just
online
say
search.
things.
You can just say things. A quick online search can easily confirm that DeGeneres isn't mentioned in the Epstein files. There is no indication that she was ever friends with Epstein or that they've ever met in person.
Well, this is
and
sad,
they also
isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, like I really thought you were going to blow it wide open. And what you've done is you just said that it's not real.
I love and hate the internet. Like, it's so friggin' crazy that someone can literally just write this and doesn't have to put anywhere on the website that it's satirical.
Everything's blurred now. All the lines are blurred between someone being a journalist and someone just doing some digging on the internet. Like, journalists call sources, journalists get interviews, journalists, well, they're meant to do the legwork. Yeah. They're not just like, we look at things so we can talk about them. So we're not journalists, don't ever claim to be, and we're not here to be 100% factual. We're just reading things and then we just go, hey, what do we think about that? What do you think about it? What's going on? We have a laugh about it.
A couple of friends having a chat about
stuff. This is happening in the world right now. But there are people's jobs that are their whole job is to speak truth, right? Get facts, speak truth. Now, I understand that there can be so many people who are disenfranchised with the media and journalism because there's so many people who lie. Sure. And there's so many people who just make stuff up. And that's on both sides
and one
politically.
Of them is this friggin' Sean guy.
And Sean from the Real Truth of People's Truth of Community of Non-Liars. And they...
I love how much longer it gets every time.
And so I understand why people can be a little bit like what to believe now, but also I think we've just lost the common sense. And I know there's going to be someone who's going to write, yeah, but you guys don't understand that the media is lying to you, so common sense would be the other. I'm sure you can, but again, I need some facts. Like if I want to believe stuff, and we love a vibe here. We love looking at someone and going, oh, I see that vibe. I see that vibe.
Yep.
I can see that vibe.
But I'm not looking at Ellen DeGeneres and getting flesh-eating vibes. Like I'm getting, you do look at Ellen and you go, I do get vibes of you're probably pretty like tyrannical to work with. I absolutely get those vibes. But I'm not getting flesh-eating vibes. It's not, she's not giving that.
Okay.
That's not who I think she is. And
I feel like a lot of people will be let down at the end of this.
I think we debunked it.
Okay, great. You debunked it
they will.
just by reading some stuff and going, here's my vibe. And my vibe is no to flesh eating. Yes to maybe being a bit of a bee in the workplace. If you love the zeitgeist, this is what we do. Something comes up in the news, whether it be factually correct or not, and we have a chat about it because we go, guys, is this a thing? Put your comments below and watch more here, you cute little wackadoos.